Before we start, I just want to let you guys know that this is a follow-up to an Interp video I did a few months back. I suggest watching that video first before you watch this one, so I'll leave a link in the description below. Anyway, let's begin. I tried doing draw entities too, but it ended up being really buggy, so I installed this mod made by Alax, and I won't be using it in-game, only on test servers, because I feel like that's cheating. Right now I'm not even using Interp. As you see, I got neck route. It's pretty normal. I'll try and do a C-tab. Okay, that was first try. I'm surprised. I failed that time. This is pretty standard. Nothing special, obviously. This is normal TF2, no sight on the mod. So I'm gonna change class, enable Interp. Now, obviously you can already see that that door was really weird. If I can now like walk through this. I'm looking. I should be able to backstab them here, but my arm wasn't even raising. When I went inside them, I could not stab them. And when you stab, there's a little bit of delay. Unless they fall to the ground like that. Yeah, I literally just can't do flip stabs like this. I literally don't know where the hitbox is, so I literally cannot do the flip stab. Normally they're not that hard on TR Walkway because it's TR Walkway, but here it's just really difficult. I mean, since they're going straight and there's no server lag, stabbing the bots is not that hard, but I'm gonna go into another server where we can emulate ping in different levels, which will certainly affect how I play. However, this is pretty standard. It doesn't... Obviously it feels off to a player like me, but it doesn't look like that bad when like, I guess a noob looks at it. It looks fairly similar to what they usually see. I'm also going to give a third-person perspective. This is what it looks like in third person. I guess this mod doesn't get rid of cosmetics, which is understandable. Again, I'm at my normal interp. Love is 15.2, which is the lowest you can go. It used to be 0, but now it's not. I can't really tell when my arm raises, although I'm good enough to know when to stab. Well, because I'm in third person. It's pretty normal though. Obviously, there's nothing big here. Pretty much normal tier 2. Ah, fuck. That took me a while to get in third person. But yeah, it's pretty normal. Alright, now we're gonna go third person. This is where it's gonna look weird. I am literally inside, look. I can stab them while they're inside. I feel like a C-tap would be absolutely impossible. Never mind. Okay. I can actually emulate how delayed the model is. So if I walk up to this character, I bump into nothing. And then their character comes to me. Like, look at this. That's how delayed the game is for me. It's normal for them, but this is how delayed the game looks for me. Due to the spy's range, though, I can still, like, stab them around there. And it looks normal. But if you walk towards them, that's where it looks weird. Because you're bumping into nothing. Now we're here on TR corner stab. Obviously this is pretty normal. What we can do though is that we can emulate different pings. So 25 ping is usually what I get. This feels like home to me. This is pretty normal. That's why I'm doing so trash. Again, this is fairly normal. So I'm now gonna go back to CL Interp 5 to see how it likely feel in a normal game, because this is my normal ping pretty much. I don't even know why that... Actually, I know why, because I'm using it, but that's why I didn't hit. That one didn't even hit. Once again, you can see if I walk towards them, I get stopped way before the hitbox even comes close to me. So it's a little hard to predict where the hitbox is. If an enemy is just moving around a lot, it's really hard to know where they're going, since their hitbox is literally a few meters in front of them. But since they're going everywhere, it's just terrible. Now I'm gonna emulate what it's like to have 100 ping, and this is even worse. Like, what is that? First of all, laggy. I feel like I'm in like a Singapore server. This is basically what it's like to be in Singapore. Because sometimes early in the morning, there's no Sydney servers active and there's just Singapore servers. So I'm kind of emulating what it would be like if you were to go to Singapore server with Interp. See, that's just so far away. That stab was pretty far away. I'm trying to click as late as possible, just so the stabs can look dumb. Okay, that didn't work. I'll see if I can stab before the hitbox even catches up. It's kind of difficult, actually. Alright, that was funny. Now we're gonna use this backstab bot. I said it's engineer because that's actually harder, although I just stabbed them. It's not that hard. The movement is a little weird. That's like the only reason that it can take a while. Other than that, this feels pretty normal still. It's just like going up against a player that doesn't really know what they're doing. Yeah, again, this feels very normal. It's nothing big. Although I'm not on my normal ping. On my normal ping, it should just feel the same. There's not much to really talk about. I'm actually getting destroyed. Okay, the bot's kind of flawed, but so am I. But yet again, feels normal. It's nothing too big. Obviously, my ping is pretty good. It used to be trash, but now it's alright. Now I'm gonna set it to 100 ping. Oh, again, this is gonna be like a Singapore server. Obviously, there's a little bit of phasing, and the backstab hitbox is a little weird, but other than that, it is still not Interp. See, I'm still getting that. It's not... It looked a little weirder than before, but it's still relatively normal. You see, that looked a little weird. Now we're just gonna use my ping with Interp 5 on this bot. I don't know where he is. Right here. That was a little weird. I was bumping into his hitbox a little bit here and there, and I didn't even... Since this bot moves so sporadically, it is a little difficult to get around him. See, like that? I'm just bumping into his hitbox randomly. Well, sometimes I can literally just phase through and then get that stab. I couldn't even get the stair stab that time. I couldn't get it. This actually would be decent practice for learning Interp. And although it is very scummy, it could make for some decent trolling videos. Now I'm gonna go back to Singapore type of ping.
My apologies.
He wasn't even trying there. Okay, these stabs are gonna get really weird now. That one of the first stabs wasn't even. It was a regular stab, and then the second one was just out of this world. I literally can't get it. I literally can't get the hitbox. Okay, I got it. But god, that took a while. God damn. That was so dumb. The hitbox arrives so much earlier than I think it will. I tried to predict it, but I just can't. I'm not good enough. I literally have no clue where the hitbox is. I mean, yeah, there's the whole glowing thing, but it's just so weird. What is that? That's so dumb. Oh, I almost had it. Bro, I'm literally just phasing through them at this point. It's so dumb. I would not even want to attempt a surf stab with this. That is like the most normal stab I've done so far. I want to get it. Oh my god, I jumped too early. Does that count? Okay. Bro. Bro. That's like 3 times that's happened. 4. Finally. Overall, Interp is very weird. There's probably a way to figure it all out, but for me, it's just so dumb. Like, although it is very cheap, mad respects to people that know how to master this, because it is hard. It is hard. As a spy that pretty much knows what they're doing and is used to hitboxes most of the time, it is a very big turn off for me. It's just really difficult. They're so unpredictable and it's just so dumb. As I said in my first part, it's very impractical and it's not that benefiting. Although I can get good reactions out of people, as I demonstrated in my first video, getting those reactions takes some time because it's hard to even get a good stab sometimes with Interp. Rather, you can get really lucky, or it's just all terrible and you feel like you're embarrassing yourself. But if you're good at Spy and you've gotten used to Interp a bit, combine those and you can become a monster. Although you will probably completely fail against other spies and you will probably die a lot more than you usually do, you can absolutely just demolish players and they won't even realize what's going on until they get backstabbed. Spy players like me often get accused of using Interp, but I'm just here to say that Interp is very impractical. I would not even go out of my way to use it, pretty much. I never think to use it because I just really prefer normal gameplay. It actually feels smooth and I actually know what I'm doing. When it comes to Interp, you're just winging it most of the time, and it's like really annoying sometimes. Recording for that first video 7 months ago, I was getting really annoyed because of how weird it felt and how impractical everything was. Like, I just wanted to get the video over and done with, and I wanted to go back to regular Spy, because it was just so... It was so dumb. Anyway, I think the scripted version of me should take it away now. Thanks myself. Overall, I still keep the same point of view as last time. Although you can get funny stabs which can make for some good rage clips, it's very impractical, not very viable, and the same results can be achieved with some experience as Spy. I think that Interp will be very impractical as other classes too, however I'm not nearly as experienced in other classes as I am with Spy. So if you guys feel like testing Interp with other classes, go wild, maybe even make a video about it. Anyway, I might just sign off. I got some other Spy videos coming up, stick around for them. Thank you and goodbye.